Ask any salesperson what they want most, and they'll most likely give you the same answer every time. Give me more warm prospects that need my product or service, and give them to me now. You see, warm leads eliminates the dreaded cold calls with the inherent chance of rejection and the usual mistrust that is part of any new relationship. Not to mention, a steady flow of warm leads gets the salesperson out of this daily grind of prospecting and secures them a steady cash flow from happy customers. Now, salespeople are very skilled and very talented individuals. They possess the ability to solve a problem or satisfy a need, and in most cases they can do it very quickly. Salespeople are kind of wired to create a win-win scenario that would satisfy a prospect's needs and in return earn them a good living. So that's the good news. Salespeople are action people. They like to think short term. They look for immediate solutions and apply all of their considerable skills and talents to come up with a fastest possible result. And they're often applauded for their ability to do so. Now, no company wants a salesperson who would offer anything less. The word procrastination is rarely found in any salesperson's guide to success. In the world of sales, now is better than later, and more is better than less. So what's the bad news? Well, that now psychology that's wired into every person's thought processes that allows them to jump into action and solve the prospect's requirements right now are the same psychological thought processes that make long-term thinking a lot more challenging for them. Salespeople thrive on quick results, and as we noted earlier, this is a really good thing. However, long-term strategic activities that are less likely to create a now result become a lot more problematic for most salespeople. Now, it's not that they're incapable of creating a long-term marketing strategy, and most salespeople will readily admit that they've often tried, often more than once. The real challenge for them is they cannot maintain the motivation necessary for an activity that does not pay off in the short term. Now, this does not mean in any way, shape, or form that they are incompetent or poor salespeople. It simply means that their skills and talents are far more effective when applied to short-term activities, like finding the right product or the right service that a prospect seeks, and of course the salesperson is capable of supplying. So how does this all relate to what most sales executives and most sales managers believe is a required skill for any salesperson to succeed in the world of sales? And of course, the skill I'm talking about is that ability to create a long-term marketing strategy that will produce sustainable supply of warm leads that will eventually turn into more sales and of course more revenue, not only for the salesperson, but also for the company. Now, the answer to that question might be with another question. How many salespeople do you know who have created and maintain a center of influence marketing strategy that uses past customers as a source for obtaining warm referrals from those past customers' family, friends, and coworkers? I'm pretty sure you already know what research and investigation has long discovered. Very few. Why is that? Well, actually, it's quite simple. It's just not how their programming works. So here lie the conundrum. Sales executives and their managers expect their salespeople to create and maintain a long-term marketing strategy. And for salespeople, at least for the most part, they're challenged to do so because they're not psychologically wired to perform this task. So what's the answer? Delegate it. All successful people in business understand their strengths and their weaknesses. Rather than wasting their time with challenging activities that they're not motivated to perform, they simply look for someone else to do these tasks for them. Some might suggest they outsource it. And that's exactly where MarketTrax comes in. When it comes to creating and maintaining a center of influence lead generation marketing strategy, MarketTrax does for the salesperson that which the salesperson is not interested in doing for themselves, but still wants all the benefits. MarketTrax was designed to remove all of the effort for the salesperson as it relates to creating and maintaining a center of influence lead generation campaign. MarketTrax provides all the tools required to thank the customer for their business, validate customer contact data, perform a customer satisfaction survey, ask for referral leads now if they have any, stay in touch with the customer by using a series of phone calls, a free magazine gift subscription, mailed postcards, and email newsletters. Now, all of the MarketTrax materials contain the salesperson's picture and contact details prominently displayed on the front of each piece. MarketTrax will even send out timely reminders to the salesperson when it's appropriate for the salesperson to touch base with each new client and add that personal touch to the overall marketing campaign. Now, all of the customer and lead generation data is available to the salesperson online 24/7. Now, MarketTrax is an independently run outsourced solution, so all of the data that's stored is stored outside of the company's normal database systems. MarketTrax is a simple back-to-basics marketing strategy that has been proven to work time and time again, regardless of the salesperson's product or service. Maintaining good customer relationships and using the goodwill created from those trusted relationships to obtain warm referrals has been taught in just about every sales and marketing course available throughout the decades. Now, I've been talking about salespeople kind of like in the third party, but if you're viewing this video, then I'm really talking to you. And I'm assuming you're a salesperson who would like to reach their sales potential and increase their revenue through a solid marketing strategy. Imagine having a cup of coffee with each of your past customers on a regular monthly basis, and in doing so, you're reminding them of your appreciation for doing business with you. And you're also inquiring as to whether or not they know a family member, a friend, or perhaps a coworker that might be interested in your services right now. Well, MarketTrax contains many of those same benefits, is far less time consuming, and is about the same price as that monthly cup of coffee. And while we're at it, how about imagining if you had MarketTrax working for you for the past, say, 3 to 5 years? How would your sales be today if you had an army of past customers passing your name along when talking to family members, friends, and coworkers whenever the service that you were offering came up in a conversation? Do you think you'd still be doing cold calls? In this new era of back-to-basics selling and adjusting your marketing activities to meet the challenges facing all salespeople like yourself, now is a great time to make a significant change in the way in which you do business. You know the marketplace you're in is changing. What changes have you made to your sales career to adjust to the new realities? Doing the same thing year after year and expecting a different result has often been referred to as the truest form of insanity. Let's get started today. Talk to your sales manager and sign up for MarketTrax, and let's help you build a successful career together. Thank you. My name's Ron Hirak. Appreciate your time today.